Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And midway through the year, a perfect time to check in on our Rookie of the Year rankings. We're halfway to seeing who grabs the award. We're about halfway through the top 5 spots, but he's been playing really well, and there's plenty of games left to go.
And you look at this year's top rookies, it's incredible how
Here we go. Wow, guys, I've been announcing this entire game, but I was on mute. I truly apologize for the inconvenience, guys. Wow. And we had the viewers rocking. I completely apologize, guys. I've been announcing this entire game. Wow, this is crazy, guys. Big L. This is, yo, I got to get better with this, man. I got to get better with this. This is the first season, man, and I'm learning and growing. But I can't believe I be sitting here announcing these games on mute. We had a nice crowd in as well. But back to the action, man. Partizan Nice has been playing terrific defense, especially that guy right there who is going to the line for two. Danny Glover has been playing tremendous defense to start this game. Early in this fourth quarter, man, Danny Glover has had active hands in the help department, tipping some passes away as well, and I like what I've been seeing from him. Also, an interesting story in this game, man. We have a lot of big-time scorers. Eric Soto, Shah Hall, and the shooting guard of Efes, Zanu Fenton. All of these guys can put up points in a hurry, and it's going to be interesting to see if these guys can continue their high-scoring efforts in this one tonight, man. Can't wait to see all of this action. Danny Glover nailed the first free throw. Second one is on its way, but it is no good. Rebounded by Dick Wellington. Both teams really filling each other out, but I've liked what I've saw from a defensive intensity standpoint of Partizan Nice, man. These guys have been really dialed in on the defensive end, getting at it. Shah Hall and Danny Glover has been very active on the defensive end, and I just really like what I've seen from this team early on. Good help right there, but Norris is open for three in the corner. That is a risk right there as Norris can knock that down. But good defensive effort right there from Anna Efes and Art Bell, taking it coast to coast for the slam right there. The defense stopped the ball, but a little hezzy and go fooled the defense on that one, leading to an easy dunk for Art Bell. Nice drive and pass to Norris on a pick and roll. Eric Soto and Norris so dangerous on that pick and roll because you really got to pick your poison. Both of these guys tremendously talented, and Norris going to the line for two. 9 viewers live. I need you guys to hit that like button, and can I get a hashtag OT1, guys? Shout out to the SBA community coming in and night out, drawing a nice little crowd and making this thing worthwhile, man. If you're new to the community, be sure to tune into the live chat. We have user players talking in the live chat, even some user coaches, man. And we are in season 1 of the SBA, but we have already finished our college series. We're almost midway through our overseas series here in week 2, man. And it's just been a lot of action, man. Action-packed. You got to keep up with all of the action here in the SBA. Shout out to all my guys in the chat. Deshaun Evans in the building. Patrick Vince, Ray Gambino, Jamal Giddy, J.O., a.k.a. The Hitman. And Mangu Bamba making his debut after being shot with a nice jump shot right there. And Mangu Bamba gets his first points of the overseas tour. This guy's coming off of the bench. We know that he got into some trouble, man. Needed a couple weeks. And after 2 weeks, Mangu Bamba is now back on the court for Anna Efes. Shout out to my guy, Mangu Bamba. Worked his way all the way back, and let's see what he can do. Taking a defender one-on-one. And Mangu Bamba with 2 back-to-back baskets right here and his first points, man. Shout out to Mangu Bamba. It's been 4 weeks since that critical injury, and with a month in the books, the doctor said he has 2 weeks till he can do full contact. But Anna Efes coach getting him into some play here tonight. He is on a minute restriction due to the shoulder injury. But as you can see, he is raring, ready to go. 2 for 3 on the night. And back to his sharpshooting ways, getting right back to it in this one. That is a huge story. Mangu Bamba playing for Anna Efes tonight. And let's see if he can add to what this team has been putting together, man. And the Efes has been looking like a very good team in this series. They're one for 2 right now in this series, but a 3-pointer out of the corner for Reynolds. And with so much talent on this Anna Efes team, I'm pretty sure with Mangu Bamba, man, they're going to have, you know, a pretty good year, man. They already have an MVP candidate in Zanyu Fenton, and now Mangu Bamba. Good defense right there. Mangu Bamba is also a two-way player, but great resiliency right there from Partizan Nice and company. Making sure, you know, to get after it after that block and get on the scoreboard. 14-13, still a very tightly contested game, but Kerr gets a nice look off the mark, but Mangu Bamba with the put-back slam, and that's what he brings to a team. A nice 3-pointer right there on the answer from Partizan Nice. Wow, great deep 3 right there from Howe, I believe that was. Howe. Good defense is actually low. Great defense after hitting the 3. And a good pass to Banks in transition. Wow, check out the 3-point shooting ability, the defense from Low, and then the passing vision, seeing his guy across the court delivering a beautiful pass to the open Banks, and Mangu Bamba trying to answer right back with a 3 of his own, but that is off the mark. Banks to Low, seeing some nice 2-man action from Banks and Low right now. Norris in the post, Norris with a nice move off the mark though. Great defense right there from Anna Efes. Owen Norris is 1 for 7 from the field with 4 points and 3 rebounds. We know that Owen Norris is a way more capable scorer than that. But another nice move, man, from Reynolds to get another basket. And I'm loving what I'm seeing from both teams in this one. The benches of both teams coming in and making a difference. Low with another 3. And Low knocking down his second 3-pointer of the afternoon. Wow, 6 points, 6 quick points off the bench for Low. Step back 3 for Mangu Bamba, and it is good. This Anna Efes crowd is going crazy as they were happy to have the addition of Mangu Bamba, and he is on a minute restriction, but this kid is looking like he's picked it right up where he left off Banks. What a nice move though right there, getting a basket over Kerr. Nice quick move right there from Banks. But the story of this first quarter for me is Mangu Bamba coming in and quickly getting right to it. Can I get those twos in the chat, SBA community? Yes, sir. Zanati, if you haven't already, check out our SBA college series. Mangu Bamba played for Memphis early in the series. He got into some off the court troubles with his team and the coaching staff, which led to him being suspended, kicked off the team, and then he wanted to take his talent to overseas. He started off working out, going to pickup games. Unfortunately, there was an unfortunate event that occurred at one of the runs where there was an altercation, some words were going on, and Mangu Bamba was shot. But now Mangu Bamba is in recovery. It was a shoulder injury. But now as he is recovering, he is on a minute restriction. It's been about 2 months since Mangu Bamba was shot. And I'm just happy to see that he is back on the court, man. This kid is a tremendous talent. And I'm happy that he is back doing what he loves. Back-to-back threes. 1-3 by Zanyu Fenton. And then Eric Soto answering Zanyu Fenton with another 3. Art Bell with another one. And now it's a shootout here in Anadolu, Efes. It is a shootout here tonight, guys. Both teams dialed in. And this is pretty much what we expected. Both of these teams getting scored, man. Anna Efes is now at 1-2. But they are one of the best 1-2 teams there is out there. I promise you, these guys compete at a high level, and Partizan Nice is 2-0, so they are looking to keep things working in their favor But Zanu Fenton with another three-pointer, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, both of these teams really filling up the scoreboard, and Mr. 5'9" keeping a tempo high as he drives to the lane and picks up a foul there. Mr. 5'9" headed to the line for 2. And let's see if he can count his pennies and take the lead back for Partizan Nice. The crowd is into it. The SBA is rocking here on a Friday night. And I need you guys to hit that like button. 13 viewers live. SBA community, what is going on? Shah Hall, Mr. 5'9" at the free throw line. Let's see if he can knock them down. First free throw is up, and it is good. 29-29 all here in the Overseas Tour 1. This is week 2, day 2, ladies and gentlemen. No, this is week 2, day 3, actually. Sorry, guys. We have 4 streaming days a week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And if you want to stay on top of the SBA action, be sure to subscribe here at Mullah Nada TV Gaming, home of the SBA. And follow us on Instagram at SBA.2K. Zanu Fenton trying to put a nice move on Eric Soto. Zanu Fenton just super hard to guard. Eric Soto not happy with the refs calling that foul there. Look at Eric Soto pleading his case. But Zanu Fenton, man, this kid is just a tremendous talent. He can score at all 3 levels. And then he just continually puts pressure on the defense with his nifty size-ups. And he goes to that signature spin move. And it's just super hard to guard. Let's see if he can count his pennies. First free throw is up. Nothing but net. Swiss cheese. And we are knotted up at 30. Let's see if Zanu Fenton could give this Efes team the lead in this one. Second free throw is up, and it is good as well. Swiss cheese, nothing but net. Efes takes the lead. And let's see, good defense right there from Zanu Fenton, but Eric Soto able to corral the ball, gets it to Shada 5'9". Mr. 5'9", let's see what you got. Can you get your team the lead back? Pass it. Eric Soto, good three-point look, but a good closeout from Zanu Fenton. And Eric Soto off the mark with that one. Desmond Wallace with the rock. Wallace to Zanu Fenton. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. It looks like Zanu wants another ISO on Eric Soto. He does. And he draws another foul on Eric Soto. Zanu Fenton smells blood, and he smells that Eric Soto cannot guard him, and he is taking it right to Eric Soto right now in this game. Zanu Fenton going to the line on back-to-back trips down the court. Let's see if he can count his pennies again. Give his team a 3-point lead if he knocks down both of these free throws. First free throw, good. Nothing but net for Zanu Fenton. And yes, Partizan Nice is undefeated at 2-0. And Efes is 1-2 currently in the standings. So it's going to be fun to see if Efes can get a win here and move on to 2-2, get back to 500. Then it's going to be very interesting to see if Partizan Nice can continue their hot streak and move on to 3-0. 3-0 on top of the conference. That will be a amazing feat for Partizan Nice. Soto off the screen. Soto with a spin. He's going back at Zanu Fenton now. But good defensive effort right there. Soto got a good look, but the layup was off the mark. If you ask me, Soto has to finish that one. Fenton wants the screen now. Desmond Wallace trying his luck from 3. Soto with the closeout, but it is good. And Desmond Wallace knocking it down. Desmond Wallace, such an aggressive outside scorer at the point guard position. That's why Efes allows Zanu Fenton to play make and bring the ball up, because when you got a point guard like Desmond Wallace, who is just such an aggressive scorer from outside, he can play off ball and on ball at the same time. And Desmond Wallace, just another one of those good gritty pros, man, that's just fun to watch when he has it going. Shout out to my guy D'Angelo Cannon in the building. D'Angelo Cannon checking in D'Angelo Cannon, if I'm not mistaken, is a high school athlete here in the SBA. D'Angelo Cannon, drop a comment below letting guys know where to find your player here in the SBA. If you're a high school athlete, let them know where to find you on Instagram and where to watch you play in this upcoming season. Shout out to my guy D'Angelo Cannon, man. The SBA is growing tremendously, very fast, and at a high rate, man. We just finished the college series. Now we're in the overseas series, and we also have a high school series as well, guys. So you don't want to miss any action here in the SBA, man. And make sure you subscribe ASAP. Danny Glover, 2 seconds left on the clock, gets to his spot, but good defense by Art Bell. This is such a great game already. A nice pass right there from Kerr to the big man for the basket. Partizan Nice has not scored in the last 2 minutes of this second quarter, and this Efes crowd has them into it. Nice tough move right there from Soto, but the help right there from Reynolds has that shot off the mark. Matter of fact, that was Tomasevic, and Tomasevic, what a nice aggressive move in the lane in transition. Efes now with a 10-point lead, and Partizan Nice, the undefeated favorites in this game, is going to need a timeout here in this second quarter because they are down 10 and this crowd is rocking. They do not want to let things get away from them early. So now they're going to use the timeout. I like the call from coach. Use the timeout. Get your team under composure, under wraps, and get them right back on track. This is a good game. Shout out to my guy, Sultan SCG, a.k.a. Thaddeus Hill, checking in. Thaddeus Hill is another high school athlete here in the SBA. Thaddeus Hill plays for Duncanville, and they're going to be fun to watch, man. You got D'Angelo Cannon at McEachern, and then you have Thaddeus Hill at Duncanville. The high school series is going to be lit. And Efes picking up right where they left off after the timeout. Desmond Wallace with another three-pointer, and Efes, man, is taking it right to Partizan Nice in this one. Shah Hall and Eric Soto have been very quiet. Mismatch for Ryan right there, and Partizan Nice finally stops the run. Joseph Ryan, 4 points on 2 for 2 shooting from the field, and whenever he has a mismatch like that, he is going to eat up a guard right there in that low post opportunity. Zanu Fenton looked like he had a shot right there, but is going to elect to hold it. Desmond Wallace with a heat check, and Desmond Wallace gets it back after missing. Good offensive rebound right there from number 45 of Efes. Good pass right there. Zanu Fenton to Art Bell. However, that shot is off the mark. Ryan's with the rebound. Art Bell starting off a bit cool. 5 points on 2 for 6 shooting. 1 for 4 from the free throw line. Another mismatch for Ryan down low. And now Efes wants to call a timeout, as that was 2 plays in a row where there was a miscommunication and the power forward Ryan was able to just exploit a mismatch. So before things get too out of hand and Partizan Nice close the gap even more, Efes wants to talk things over now and get back on track themselves. Good call right here from the coach. Shout out to my SBA community. Instable. We are here in Istanbul here in the SBA, man, and we travel all over to get it done. Guys know I hop in that private jet and I could be anywhere to call a game or to get some SBA media, man. Speaking of media, I need you guys to check out our Instagram at SBA.2K and also SBPN.SBA or .2K, pardon me, where we have all of our headlines and news of all of our series, man. Check us out on Instagram to find out where high school guys commit, the latest news on college guys, and just to be up to date with all the trades, rumors, and headlines of the SBA. Three-pointer knocked down right there from Zanu Fenton, but then answered by Lowe. This kid Lowe, coming off the bench from Partizan Nice, has been dialed in doing his thing. But shout out to Zanu Fenton with back-to-back baskets, and this is why Zanu Fenton is the early favorite for the MVP here in this overseas tour. Zanu Fenton has been locked in and night out. And even when the team isn't faring well, and one right there from Low. Mangu Bamba was sleeping on the cut, and by the time he was able to recover, Low already had a step on him, and Low finishing through the contact and one for Partizan Nice. Low has been, without a doubt, the only bright spot I've seen right now in this game for Partizan Nice. Low off the bench, the shooting guard Low off the bench has been the biggest bright spot for Partizan Nice, and they're going to need other guys to step up and help him ASAP if they want to win this game versus Efes, man. Zanu Fenton moving it around. He gets it to Mangu Bamba. It's going to be so fun to see how these two dudes play off of each other. And Mangu Bamba with a nice split between two defenders, drawing the foul and on the way to the line for 2 free throws. Mangu Bamba, as you see him favoring that shoulder still, as he was shot in the shoulder. Like I told you guys, he's been recovering for about 7 weeks now. The nurses says he will have 2 weeks till he's about 90%, playing at about 75% right now, but he is looking very good on a minute restriction coming off the bench for Efes. But this crowd and these guys here in Istanbul are very excited to have a talent like Mangu Bamba on their hands. Second free throw on the way is good, nothing but net. And Mangu Bamba playing very good for his first action back, man. Let's see if he can continue to leave an impact on this game. Norris with the rock. Norris to Arthur. Arthur to Low. Low, deep three. He's been hot, though. And off the mark with that one. Zanu, nice move in the lane, and Zanu Fenton with a beautiful behind the back to create space in the lane, but he smokes the finish. He got to finish that one right there. Nice step back three right there from Banks. And Banks has been another bright spot for Partizan Nice off the bench. Partizan Nice bench has been doing a good job of helping them stay in this game. Now we need some of their star players like Eric Soto and Shada 5'9" to pick up the slack, and a beautiful move right there from Zanu Fenton, sizing up the smaller Banks and then stepping back and shooting over him. He just had Banks lost right there. And what a move right there from Zanu Fenton. Can I get a hashtag Our League? And I need you guys to hit that like button if you haven't already. Overseas tour is in full effect. Norris with the slam right there. And do not let Norris get hot, guys, or it is going to be a problem. Shout out to my guy Suave Cortez checking in. Shooting guard for Real Madrid. This guy Suave Cortez has taken the league by storm. Such a great personality here in our community, and just such an active guy since he's been here, man. The Real Madrid community has really rallied around this guy, and this guy's played tremendously well. So shout out to him checking in the live chat, checking out some of the competition here in Istanbul right now. And Norris fouled by Reynolds, and now Norris is beginning. Now Norris is really beginning to, you know, impose his will on that low post part of the court. And let's see if Norris can help his team get back in this. Down 6 right now after he made that free throw. He can make this a 5-point game, knocking this one down. Let's see if he does. First free throw is up. Last free throw is up, and it is good. 47-52. 5-point game in favor of Efes. And I've been loving the competition in this overseas tour. Loving the competition in this game so far as well. Nice pass right there to get Kerr open. And that was a beautiful play call by Efes. Just not able to execute. Kerr picked Low from behind, but it went right into the hands of Banks, and Banks knocking down a mid-range shot. Now down 3. Partizan Nice right back in this game. And I told you, Banks, man, the backup point guard here for Partizan Nice, has been a very big bright spot, man. This kid has been playing good, and I like what I see. Nice move from Banks once again. Pick and roll with Norris. And that is a basket. Norris waking up, and Banks facilitating his way back into this game for Partizan Nice, man. Gotta love what you're seeing from the backup point guard Banks. This second unit has really activated the starter Norris. But coming off the bench, Mangu Bamba off of the screen from Dick Wellington. Swiss cheese, nothing but net. Mangu Bamba knocking it down, and that's what this kid brings to the table. And Efes is going to be super dangerous with a guy like Mangu Bamba added to what they can do. Norris, nice shot out of the post, and that is what Norris can do. I told you this guy is very dangerous. If Norris can get comfortable and get things going, Partizan Nice is in good hands. Halftime, ladies and gentlemen, Anna Efes holding on to a 2-point lead. And the tale of the half, to me, has been Zaniel Fenton picking up right where he left off for Anna Efes. He has 20.6 rebounds. He's 100% from the three-point line at the half. And then Franklin Banks, the backup point guard for Partizan Nice, 100% from the three-point line at the half and 80% from the field. Super efficient from both of these guys. But the bench, man, of Partizan Nice was just huge in this one. And then rebounding for Anna Efes has been beautiful right now. They have been making a concerted effort to rebound. Check out Zaniel Fenton, a shooting guard with 6 rebounds at the half, 20 points and 2 assists, just playing tremendously well. Both teams scoring pretty well right now, 49% for both teams from the field, and both teams over the 50-point mark at the half. Can I get those threes in the chat before we get back into action, guys? Also, before we get into action, drop a comment and let me know, who do you have winning this game after seeing the first half? Desmond Wallace with the rock, surveying the floor. Looked like Art Bell was trying to get Dick Wellington open right there, but a beautiful play as Art Bell gets open for the 3. And I love the play call right there. Assist by Desmond Wallace, and Art Bell making the Partizan Nice defense pay for the lackadaisical defense. Eric Soto tried to answer right back, but no good. That is a good look from Eric Soto, just not able to finish it. Art Bell in transition. Another assist right there from Desmond Wallace, and what a tough finish right there from Art Bell, who now has 10 points on 4 of 8 shooting. Shah Hall with the assist right there, passing it to Eric Soto. Eric Soto knocking down that three-pointer. Missed the first one of the half, but hopefully that 3 can get him going. Zaniel Fenton tried to answer right back, but that is off the mark. Rebounded by Norris. Shah Hall with the rock. Let's see if Shah Hall can wake up in this one. Shah Hall has been very quiet. Mr. 5'9" has been very quiet. If he can wake up in this half, I believe Partizan Nice can definitely come away with the win. Norris with a turnaround jump shot. We know that he can hit that, but great defense right there from Anna Efes. Art Bell with it. Art Bell surveying the floor, gets it to Fenton. Fenton putting a move on a defender. Fenton wants it back. He has Soto on him, and Fenton thinks he can exploit this matchup. Three-pointer, Zaniel Fenton. Zaniel Fenton has been taking it right to Eric Soto every time he has the rock and Eric Soto is guarding him. He does not believe that Eric Soto can guard him, and he is taking it right to him. This is what I like. High caliber players going right at each other, and Norris taking matters into his own hands in the post right there, and that is 2 points for Partizan Nice. Fenton wants another ISO, puts a beautiful move on Soto, but good help right there from Ryan to stop Fenton and alter the shot as he misses that layup. That was a beautiful move right there from Zaniel Fenton, and that's what makes him so tough to guard. Ryan going right up over the smaller Fenton, and Joseph Ryan has 8 points on the night. Joseph Ryan runs the floor so well, and the guard and the big man, he's a power forward, but he can play the 3 as well. And in transition, I think because he's a bit undersized, he gets lost and constantly gets the mismatch over forwards and guards, man. That is the 3rd time tonight in transition we've seen a guard switched on Ryan's, and Ryan has made them pay in the post. So I'm liking that Partizan Nice is taking advantage of all mismatches And both teams are really filling it up on the offensive end. I think it's going to come down to physical defense in this game. The team who picks it up on defense later in this game is going to be the team that's going to walk away with the win. But right now, both of these teams are scoring it at a high clip. Art Bell from the corner. Great pass right there from Xanu Fenton. Recognizing the help, getting it out to Art Bell quick. And good job from Art Bell recognizing the lackadaisical defense and not wasting no time before putting up that three. Norris misses but gets the offensive rebound but misses the putback slam. And the ball is going back to Efes, up 6 points here in this third quarter. This has been a huge game. Most guys saying that they got Efes in this one. Mongool gonna get the dub. A lot of guys excited to see Mongool Bamba back in this game. Nice move from Fenton, get into his spot off the screen. And like I said, he's been very aggressive with Soto on him, but that time off the mark. Norris has been doing a good job in help defense, and I like what I'm seeing. Good pass, good drive and kick right there from Mr. 5'9" to get another open look for Ryans. And Ryans have been hot in this game, definitely helping the cause of Partizan Nice. Nice move right there from Xanu Fenton, taking matters into his own hands against Soto, but Soto with a far better defensive effort on that play, forcing the miss. Eric Soto, deep three, no good. Eric Soto is just trying to force it from three right now, trying to cover too much ground in a short amount of time, and he is 2 for 8 with 6 points on the night. We know that Eric Soto is a lot better than that. I think he is just forcing things. And Xanu Fenton got a bit of room right there and just used the weight of the defender to his advantage. Did you see how he used the momentum of Danny Glover coming to recover to his advantage to get by him with a quick first step and an open look? Danny Glover off the mark with that three that time. Art Bell off the mark, trying to answer right back quickly. And it is a 6-point game, man. Partizan Nice is still in this game, although shot of 5'9" and Eric Soto has been cold. So let's see if they can kind of catch heat and help their team out in this one. Eric Soto electing to go for another three after pump faking and getting Xanu Fenton in the air. And I do not like the shot selection of Eric Soto so far. It looks like the defensive ability of Xanu Fenton has Eric Soto out of his game. He seems to be frustrated, and he is taking a lot of ill-advised shots right now. Shout out to Xanu Fenton, really putting on a two-way performance right now. He is going right at Eric Soto, scoring multiple baskets on him, and he's locking Eric Soto up on the other end. So I like what I'm seeing. Great defense right there from Eric Soto, though, locking up Art Bell and not allowing him to score that basket. Eric Soto wants a screen, wants a midi, but good defense right there. And the frustration is going to continue for Eric Soto as he misses another shot. He is trying to force it. The Partizan Nice coach is trying to get him involved, calling his number as well. But the defense of Efes is just not having it. And shout out to Art Bell right there with a tough move right there against the defense in the lane. And Art Bell says, if I can't get it going with my jump shot to start the second half, I'm going to work inside out. And that was a beautiful play right there from Art Bell. Nice mid-range jump shot from Danny Glover, another guy who's been pretty quiet in this game, but has been playing good on the defensive end. Dick Wellington looking to work on Ryans. And Joseph Ryan is going to be called for the foul right there. Good job by Dick Wellington, noticing the smaller defender on him and then trying to exploit the matchup. Earning 2 at the line right here. Let's see if Dick Wellington can knock down these free throws. First one on its way. Ew, hits the front of the rim. No good. Guys have to count their pennies, man. We've seen it so many times. When teams do not count their pennies, it can come back to bite them at the end of the game. Most of these games have been tightly contested overseas, and I'm telling you now, free throws can be the difference at the end of these tough games. Second free throw, ew, as Dick Wellington goes 0 for 2 at the free throw line, man. Shah Hall now with it, gets it out to Banks. Banks has been a bright spot here for this Partizan Nice offense, and Banks a bit too much on that one, passing out of the layup to a turnover, and nice pass right there from Mangu Bamba. Mangu Bamba had the smaller guy on him, but Shah Hall was being a pest. But Bamba with the great vision, finding Reynolds for the lane. Nice move right there from Ninalatis to get his man Reynolds in the air and score the basket there. Ninalatis with a beautiful up fake to work his way to a basket. Kerr with the rock. Kerr is also another hooper. Pretty good guy here for Efes. Nice move in the lane for Mangu Bamba, and Mangu Bamba picks up another foul. Mangu Bamba is another one of those guys, man, on a minute restriction, but 5 for 7. Misses the free throw there, ill. But this kid is 5 for 7 from the field on a minute restriction and has 14 points in the third quarter with 3 minutes and 14 seconds left. So we can see a pretty big game here from Mangu Bamba as he knocks down the second free throw to get his 15th point of the night. Banks with the rock. Banks with a crossover. Banks gets it to Morgan. Morgan against Wellington. Wellington hands up. No foul on the play, and good defensive effort right there from Dick Wellington. This young big man, Dick Wellington, is a tremendous defender, great size, and I think SBA team is going to be happy to have this young big man on their team. It's going to be interesting to see if Dick Wellington elects to go to the draft or does he stay on Efes to develop his game. Efes is not a bad place to develop your game. Tomasevic knocking down the free throw, 74-66. But back to what I was saying, overseas is a good place for professional athletes who are maybe not playing that well on the highest level, which is the SBA, or guys who, you know, maybe just think they're not ready yet for the highest level or want to be more prepared before they go to the highest level. Overseas is a good place to come test your game. Nice pass right there in transition from Danny Glover to Lowe, but Lowe smokes the open look. And now Efes with the rock again. Efes really controlling this game, up 8. Nice move right there from Mangu Bamba off of the screen. Really taking it right to the defense. And Mangu Bamba with the mobile one drive right there. Beautiful play right there from Mangu Bamba. And Mangu Bamba has really turned up for Efes in this game off the bench. The guy is on a minute restriction, but he has 17 points and is shooting the ball tremendously efficient in this one. Shout out to Mangu Bamba. The get back is important. Great defense right there from Mangu Bamba, sending that away and out of bounds. Partizan Nice retains possession. This kid Mangu Bamba is doing it on both ends. Can't even tell that the guy is just recovered from being shot in the shoulder. Love to see it. Morgan off the inbound, misses, but rebounded. Good offensive rebound by number 35 and a kick out to Banks, who knocks down the three-pointer. And like I said, man, this kid Banks picking up right where he left off. Still one of the only few bright spots here for this Partizan Nice team, man. Banks has been helping out, and Mangu Bamba once again 19 points here in this third quarter. He has 19 points on the night, but we're only in the third quarter. Morgan with the offensive rebound and putback over Dick Wellington. And let's see if Morgan can knock down the old-fashioned three-point play. Shah Hall, Mr. 5'9", checking in for Lowe and Banks. Well, actually, it looked like Banks was moved to the 2, so Shah Hall, Mr. 5'9", was checked in for Lowe. And he'll be running the 1 with Banks at the 2. Partizan Nice going for a smaller lineup. But that is very smart for them to mix up the lineup like that, because Banks has been playing very good. So way to work him in with a few starters to see if he could continue his play. Kerr off the screen from Wellington. Gets it to Tomasevic in the corner. Tomasevic, three-pointer. Got a good look, but that is off the mark. Glover with it on the break. Let's see if Glover can pick it up and get some things going offensively. Nice pass right there from Mr. 5'9" to Morgan. And Dick Wellington is going to pick up his third foul. Morgan going right at Wellington in this third quarter. And Wellington has been picking up some fouls in a hurry. Let's see if Morgan could count his pennies and help Partizan Nice trim this lead. First free throw is up, and it is no good. No good for Morgan. And let's see if he can at least make this a 5-point game. Shout out to Reverts in the chat. I'm not sure if that is a community member, but welcome to the SBA at Reverts, man. Simulation Basketball Association. Tune into the guys in our live chat, man. Our user players are in the live chat. Our community members are in the live chat, and they can catch you up to speed on everything SBA. Can I get a hashtag our league in the chat and hit that like button if you haven't already? Kerr with the rock. Kerr to Tomasevic. Tomasevic wants the screen from Wellington. Tomasevic, nice shot off of the screen. And that is Swiss cheese. Nothing but net. Tomasevic getting another basket right here off the bench for Anadolu Efes. And Tomasevic, pretty talented guy, man. Don't want to leave this guy open. Shah Hall with a nice move, but defensive Kerr all over him. And Shah Hall has not been able to do anything against the defense of Anadolu Efes, man. Anadolu Efes came into this game very prepared for Mr. 5'9", and they have been sending help. And they've also been getting over these screens. Every time he tried to use a screen to get open, they have been there. Reynolds at the buzzer, off the mark. And can I get those fours in the chat, ladies and gentlemen? Art Bell with the tough take right here. Brooks, Joseph Brooks with a nice jump shot right there. Tomasevic with a nice mid-range shot. And this game has been neck and neck all game. Anna Efes has been controlling it. But shout out to Partizan Nice staying at bay. And this is why Partizan Nice is one of the best teams in the overseas series to this point. Partizan Nice has not lost. And as you can tell, these guys can put up points, man. 70 points through 4. However, they just have not been able to guard Anna Efes, who's been able to put up just as much points with 80 points. Well, actually more points with 80 points. So Anna Efes up 8, man, and been controlling this game. But I'm telling you, the scorers of Partizan Nice has been very quiet in this game. And I think if they can wake up in the fourth quarter, then we are in for a goodie. Partizan Nice looking to stay undefeated, but let's see if they can wake up. Mr. 5'9" has it. 3 seconds left. Size up his man, and Mr. 5'9" on key with a three-pointer right there over Desmond Wallace. And Mr. 5'9" is going to have to wake up in this fourth quarter if Partizan Nice wants to remain undefeated. Art Bell trying to take it on Glover, but Glover with a good defensive effort, and Ryan with the help sending that shot out of bounds. Good defense right there from Joseph Ryan. Joseph Ryan has been leaving his imprint on this game. Another bright spot for this Partizan Nice team, man. Joseph Ryan has been doing all he can at an efficient rate offensively, and then also has been playing some very good defense. And on key once again, Joseph Ryan with a steal, getting it to Glover, and Glover with a beautiful mid-range shot in transition right there. Elected to go behind his back before pulling up right there at that sweet spot on a dime. Good shot right there from Danny Glover, who's been playing tremendous defense. And good defense by Glover right there, but better offense from Art Bell. Art Bell really getting aggressive, taking it to the hole in this second half. And I think that game plan has fared well for Art Bell in this one. Both teams with so many talented scorers, man. That's why we have such a high scoring matchup in this fourth quarter. 82 points for Efes and 77 for Partizan Nice. Nice driving kick from Shada 5'9" to Norris, and Norris nailing a 3. Partizan Nice down 2 here with 8 minutes left in this fourth quarter, and Shada 5'9" is beginning to wake up in this game. Mr. 5'9" is waking up, putting pressure on the defense, and then finding Norris in the corner wide open after hitting a 3 of his own earlier in this fourth quarter. Shah is beginning to wake up, and you guys are going to need to keep an eye on that. Let's keep an eye on Shah 5'9". Desmond Wallace trying to answer right back, and Desmond does, knocking the 3 down. Nothing but net. Desmond Wallace says, hold on, Shah the 5'9", calm down, I'm still here. Great competitive matchup in this one. I am loving the action. Shot a 5'9" to Norris. Norris with the rock. Gets it to Glover. Glover working against Art Bell. Glover with a pass out to Shot a 5'9". Shah misses the 3. But Joseph Ryan once again. Offensive rebound and finishes. Wow. Joseph Ryan has been locked in all game, doing it all for Partizan Nice. And on the miss right there, Dick Wellington almost corralled the offensive board. But it is going the other way. Partizan Nice really waking up in this fourth quarter. And now they are down 3. Let's see if they can take a lead or get this game all tied up. Shot of 5-9, waking up a bit, just missed the 3, but he is being a lot more aggressive here in this fourth quarter because he knows his team is going to need it. Danny Glover with 4 seconds left on the clock, spin, the double team comes, but Danny Glover with a beautiful move, splitting the double for the tough finish right there. And Danny Glover has been playing pretty well in this game. Partizan Nice down 1. And this is why Partizan Nice is so dangerous, man. These guys can compete night in, night out. Norris on the help, sending that to the 5th floor. What a block right there from Norris on the help. Wow. He sent that to the stands. Did you guys see that? Art Bell off the inbound takes the 3 and makes the 3. Assist by Dick Wellington. Way good. That was a beautiful play. And Art Bell just gets enough space to knock it down. Art Bell just needs a little bit of room, and he can knock down tough shots just like that. Love what I'm seeing from Art Bell in this one. Eric Soto, clutch 3. His team is going to need that, but it is off the mark. And Eric Soto, frustrations are going to continue. Nice alley-oop. Zanu Fenton to Art Bell, and Art Bell is turning up here in this fourth quarter. Shout out to Art Bell, man. Art Bell, a generic here in this overseas series, but this guy is super talented. Mr. 5'9" gets a good look, tries to float it in the lane, but no good. Good defense by Anna Efes, and Zanu Fenton on a rebound off of the sweet pass. Dick Wellington slamming it home, and Art Bell, man, is really leading the charge for Anna Efes in this fourth quarter. Art Bell with a nice drive and kick right there for Dick Wellington to extend this lead. And when I tell you, man, Art Bell is really playing some good aggressive basketball right now. I am loving what I'm seeing from Art Bell. He is really turning it up. And this Anna Efes team is looking really good late in this game against the undefeated Partizan Nice. Like I said, man, shot of 5'9" and Eric Soto is going to have to step up in this fourth quarter if Partizan Nice wants to stay undefeated. They have allowed Anadolu Efes to control the game all game long. And they have to wake up. They are still in it. The bench, Norris, and, you know, just the bench and Norris really is the reason why they are still in this game and able to have, and Norris right on key. I told you, him and the bench guys are the reason why Partizan Nice are still within arm's reach in this game. But if Eric Soto and shot of 5'9" does not give any help in the clutch, I'm telling you, this game is going to be wraps. Shot of 5'9" and Eric Soto has to give Partizan Nice something if they want to win this game. Zanu Fenton, 25 points on the night, 5 of 5 on the free throw line. Can he stay perfect at the line? Nails the first free throw. Up 6 right now. Can he make this a 7-point game and stay 100% from the free throw line? Free throw is good. Swiss cheese, nothing but net. 94-87 in favor of Anna Efes. But can Partizan Nice wake up? Soto with the rock. Soto pick and roll, work to perfection. And Joseph Ryans once again, man, going right at the bigger Dick Wellington and earning a trip to the line. Joseph Ryans have been making it tough on Anadolu Efes defense all night. He's been offensive rebounding. He's been playing defense, helping at a high level, and he's been shooting it very, very efficient. Can he count his pennies, though, to help trim this lead? Makes the first one, but misses the first one. Misses the second one. Ew. Nice pass in transition from Zanu to Desmond, and Desmond Wallace finishing on the break. And that's why Anna Efes is so dangerous, man. they push the ball and force the issue every trip down on the offense, but then they are very scrappy on defense. And good closeout by Desmond Wallace as Mr. 5'9" misses a quality three-point look, man. Mr. 5'9" has not had the game that he has wanted in this one, slowing down tremendously from the last time out where we almost seen him put up 50 points. Eric Soto as well. We seen him put up 40 against Hapoel Tel Aviv in the first game, but now it is not his game. Shot of 5'9", wants the three off the screen, and Mr. 5'9" knocks it down after missing a couple earlier. Is that going to be the one to get Mr. 5'9" going here in this fourth quarter? Down 5, his team is going to need it. Zanu Fenton, though, slowing it down. Play call for Art Bell. Work to perfection. And Art Bell knocking down the three. Swiss cheese, nothing but net. 8-point game in favor of Efes. And let's see if Partizan Nice has an answer. Mr. 5'9" with the rock. Going back to back. Mr. 5'9" going back to back. No Drake as he hits back-to-back threes and answers the three of Art Bell on that play. Fenton to Wellington. Wellington to Bell. Bell has the bigger Norris on him. Gets it to Fenton. Fenton with a nice three, but great closeout from Eric Soto, making that difficult. But Dick Wellington picking the pocket of Mr. 5'9" from behind. Wow. Great steal and active hands by Dick Wellington. And let's see if Anna Efes could take advantage. No, they don't. Dick Wellington blows the finish. And Eric Soto with a great defensive effort and rebound right there. Shot of 5'9", quick shot off the mark, but Ryans with the offensive rebound. He misses, gets another one, misses again, another one, and he is fouled. Wow, I'm telling you, Joseph Ryan has been the X factor in this game for Partizan Nice. Joseph Ryans has been the X factor and may be the reason why Partizan Nice comes back and ties this game up. 2 offensive rebounds for Joseph Ryan, and now he knocks down the first free throw. He hasn't been super efficient at the free throw line, but let's see if he can knock this one down in a clutch with 3 minutes left in the fourth to get his team within 3 points. Yes, he knocks down both free throws. And Partizan Nice coach has to be elated at what he's seeing from his power forward Joseph Ryan in this one. Shout out to my guy Kennard Roden in the chat. Shout out to my guy Gogeta Black in the building. The SBA action has been turned, guys. Appreciate you guys for showing up and staying active on a night in, night out basis, man. We're going to continue to keep this content flowing for you guys. I appreciate everything, guys. Let's keep it pumping. Can I get a hashtag OT1 and hit that like button if you haven't already? Zanu Fenton off the screen. Is that a charge? No, they're going to call a block on Norris, and Norris pleading with the ref, not happy with the call. But they're going to say that Norris's feet wasn't set. Mongu Bama checked in the game from Anna Efes, still on a minute restriction, but it looks like coach wants him to end the game. Good defense right there from Danny Glover, the user small forward for Partizan Nice, sending that shot of Art Bell back. And that's what we're going to need to see from Danny Glover guarding Art Bell in the clutch, man. We're going to need to really see him strap down and stop Art Bell from having his way. Art Bell, three-pointer off the inbound. They tried to run that same play again, but Danny Glover all over that one. Like I said, that's what they're going to need from Danny Glover in this late in this fourth quarter. He's going to have to come up with some big stops against Art Bell. Shot of 5'9" with the rock. 1 of the 3 off of that screen, but couldn't get a good look. Danny Glover gets a decent look off the swift move. He gets to that mid-range spot that he loves, but unable to knock it down. And Anna Efes still controls the lead by 3 points Art Bell off the down screen, takes the three off the mark, but Mangu Bamba with the clutch offensive rebound and the score. Mangu Bamba, if I'm not mistaken, that is 20 points on the night for Mangu Bamba. And what a coming out party for Mangu Bamba in this game right here versus the undefeated Partizan Nice. Danny Glover lines up the three, and Danny Glover with a clutch three under 2 minutes here, putting Partizan Nice within 2 points in this game. Zanyu Fenton trying to get free. Good defense by Shada 5'9". Shah gets it to the hot Art Bell. Art wants a screen. Art gets a good shot but misses. And Partizan Nice has a chance to take the lead. Glover open three off the mark. Great vision right there from Shada 5'9" to find Glover wide open. But Glover smokes the three that would have given his team the lead with 1 minute left. Zanyu Fenton, pick and roll. Good defense by Norris. Dick Wellington had a lane, but Norris coming back with the block, and that was a clutch block right there from Norris. Shot a 5'9" for three off the screen. Open look is missed, and shot a 5'9" can't get the open three to go off of the screen. 35 seconds left. Mangu Bamba with the rock, tries to pass it to Mr. Wellington, but Mangu Bamba with a turnover. No. Norris, three-pointer. Oh my God. Off of the turnover from Mangu Bamba, Norris hits the clutch three to put Partizan Nice up by one here with 22 seconds left in this game. SBA, hit that like button. And the Efes calls a timeout. Their coach is getting them into it. He is locked in, trying to draw up something here. But with 22 seconds left, Norris might have hit the biggest shot of the year. Wow. Is Partizan Nice gonna survive? And the Efes controlled this game throughout the entire game, but Partizan Nice made sure they stayed in it, and really on the backs of the play of Norris, Partizan Nice holds on to a 1-point victory. Zanyu Fenton wants the screen. Let's see if Zanyu Fenton could get his team a quality shot. Has the smaller 5'9" on him, and Zanyu Fenton. Wow, big time players make big time plays, and Zanyu Fenton, what a play, realizing he had the smaller shot of 5'9" on him and really taking advantage of the mismatch. You have to have somebody bigger guarding Zanyu Fenton on that play. That was a terrible play by the coaching staff of Partizan Nice, putting Shada 5'9" on Zanyu Fenton with the game on the line. That was terrible. Terrible. Fenton for MVP, but I see some guys in the chat rumbling. What will Partizan Nice do? Will we have another game winner by Soto? And it looks like Soto is going for the game winner, guys. Uh-oh. No, he gets it to Shah. Shah's going for the game. 4, 2, 1 over Fenton, and no, Mr. 5'9" misses on the game-winning effort, and Zanyu Fenton with the game-winning layup over Mr. 5'9", and the Dulu Efes is gonna hold on to move on to 2-2. Partizan Nice is gonna lose their first game of the season. Wow, Partizan Nice 2-1, and that was a terrible shot at the end of the game from Shah Hall, but that was a great score by Zanyu Fenton to win the game, and a great defensive effort to win the game by Zanyu Fenton guarding Shah Hall at the end of the game. And I noticed what happened, guys. Did you notice Anadolu Efes subbed out their starting point guard, and they put Zanu Fenton in at the point guard to close the game. What a strategy right there. They subbed out Desmond Wallace at the 1 and put Zanu Fenton at the 1, and then they put Mongu Bamba at the 2 with Art Bell at the 3 to close the game. I love that little lineup change by the coach of Anadolu Efes, and I think that lineup change is what won them the game. You force a mismatch when you put in Zanu Fenton at the 1, because now you have a 5'9" Shah who has to guard somebody that's way taller than him. Shah would have either had to guard Mongu Bamba, which would have been a mismatch, Zanu Fenton, which is an obvious mismatch, or Art Bell, who was hot. And I like Coach going with electing to have Shot a 5'9" guard Zanu Fenton, but we know, man, big time players make big time plays, and Zanu Fenton, man, the lead candidate for MVP in his overseas tour, is showing you guys why right there, picking up another victory, helping his team get back to 500 at 2-2. Big shout out to Zanu Fenton, aka Zanatti, in the chat, man. He really got it done. And shout out to Mongu Bamba playing tremendously well in his first game back. Mongu Bamba in his first game back, 21 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. But let me get into these stats before I keep going. But that was a great game, ladies and gentlemen. These games have been amazing. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. And can I get a hashtag OT1 one more time, man? Because the action has been crazy. But without further ado, 29 points for the player of the game and the leading candidate for MVP, Zanu Fenton. 29 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, 9 for 21 from the field, 4 for 7 from the three-point line. Very efficient from the three-point line. Not as efficient from the field, but, man, this guy is a big-time player, and with the game on the line, this is what you want to see from Zanu Fenton, man. He has been definitely, that guy for Anna Efes. And with having guys like Art Bell have big performances and Mongu Bamba coming in and having a big performance as well with his first game, I think Anadolu Efes is going to be a very tough team in this series. Do not let the 2-2 record of Anna Efes fool you. It is very early in the season still. They are at 500, but trust me, this team is going to give the best of the best problems all season long. So went over the stats for Zanu Fenton. Art Bell with the huge game. He was dialed in. 25 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Stat sheet stuffing as well. 10 for 23 from the field, 5 of 11 from the three-point line. He takes a lot of threes, but as you can see, he's a volume shooter, but helped his team tremendously tonight, and they were able to get it done. So shout out to Art Bell for the effort there. He is a generic, but he is a very good generic, man. I'm pretty sure that a lot of coaches on the SBA level is going to be interested in having a talent like Art Bell. It remains to be seen, if he's going to declare for the SBA or not. But playing like this, I'm pretty sure he is going to go to the SBA where they're offering top dollar instead of staying overseas, man. Shout out to Art Bell, the generic. Mongu Bamba on a minute restriction, only played 16 minutes. But in 16 minutes, Mongu Bamba was able to score 21 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and a block. And he did it in an efficient manner with 1 turnover on the night, only missing 3 shots from the field and 2 shots from the three-point line. He was 2 for 4 from the 3 line, 8 of 11 from the field, and 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Shout out to Mongu Bamba, man. Really doing his thing in this one, showing you guys he can pick up right where he left off. This guy was a 20-point scorer in the college series and came overseas in his first game off the bench in just 16 minutes and showed you guys he can put up 20 points against pros as well. The draft stock, if the draft stock was at a standstill for Mongu Bamba, it is definitely skyrocketed back up because this kid was a huge, another huge reason for why Anadolu Efes was able to come away with a win. Whenever you get 21 points out of a guy in 16 minutes, that is huge, ladies and gentlemen. Also, shout out to Desmond Wallace, man. Getting it done. at the point guard position, man. Just being an aggressive scorer and a threat. When you have so many guys like Art Bell and Xavier Fenton who need the ball to really do good, it turns your point guard into like an off guard at times. But Desmond Wallace is the best point guard to have in that circumstance because he's a very aggressive scorer and three-point shooter. So shout out to Desmond Wallace once again, man, having a very good game to help his team win, man. Also, shout out to the rest of these generic guys. Not going to go over their stuff, but I am going to show all of the stats really quick so that way my stats guys can pick it up. We do not use the whole 2K file. So we sim to get certain matchups. So the stats that you see on screen at times during games aren't accurate. We, hold and track all of our stats on our own in a separate file. And to keep up with all of this, man, stay tuned and get in tune with us at SBA.2K on Instagram or join our Discord, man. We have a dope community. And trust me, man, you are going to love the SBA community. We are turned, man. We are the fastest growing simulation league out there. And we're really, man, pushing the agenda for this simulation basketball stuff, man. There's many leagues out there, but none like ours. Hashtag our league if you're still rocking with us, guys. Now, let me get on to the other side of the ball. Owen Norris for Partizan Nice. The veteran was the brightest spot of the night for these guys. And this is what the veteran can do, man. Tough defender and a very well-seasoned offensive guy at that forward position. He can stretch you out at the big. He can run an undersized 5 as well. And as you can see, he's also a problem on defense, man. Picking up 3 blocks. He's a tremendous help defensive guy. Whether you got him at the 4 or the 5, he can definitely help out a lot on the defensive end. And shout out to Owen Norris. He also hit a big shot that almost iced the game for Anadolu Efes. But then we had Mr. MVP himself, Xavier Fenton, come down and just make a huge basket, man. So shout out to Owen Norris for the for the effort tonight, but just not able to get it done as Anadolu Efes wins by 1 in this one. And Partizan Nice escaped by a game winner against Hapoel Tel Aviv. So they getting a taste of their own medicine tonight against Anadolu Efes, man. But Partizan Nice is still going to be a very tough team. As you can see, they compete at a high level, and their big men are tremendously talented, man. Shout out to Joseph Ryan, man. Another guy who just played very well and was the true X factor for Partizan Nice. If it was anybody who was the reason for why they were able to come back and be within 1 point, it was definitely him. We've seen so many offensive boards from him. Just a very aggressive effort from the rebounding perspective. 15 points on the night, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. He was stat sheet stuffing and was still 6 of 7 from the field. Tremendously efficient. Not known to be that much of a scorer, but just an all-out playmaker, man, an all-out baller. Will and determination is what's going to get Joseph Ryan over the hump. And trust me, pro teams on the next level are going to want to have guys like Joseph Ryan on their team who do all the little things and just a high effort, high energy guy. Also, Dennis Lowe, only 11 minutes tonight. Maybe should have played a little more. Shai Hall was a bit cold early on, but Desmond Lowe came in and picked it up for Shai, scoring 15 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal on the night. Tremendously efficient. Look, he deserves more minutes if he's going to play that well. And, maybe we'll see, the young Dennis Lowe. Earn more minutes after this effort. He definitely should earn more minutes after a game like this, but that will be remain to be seen in the next one. Definitely a good game from Lowe, though. Let me see how old Dennis Lowe is. Dennis Lowe is actually 28, so he's not as young as I thought, but definitely a seasoned guy, man. Can knock things down, can knock down open jump shots, and really picked it up for Partizan Nice tonight. And if you need a sharpshooter, man, and a backup point guard who can knock it down, look no further. Dennis Lowe can do it, man. Shai Hall, very cold night. 13 points, 1 rebound, 8 assists. Still was getting it done as a playmaker, but couldn't get it done from a shooting standpoint. 4 for 14 from the field, 3 of 11 from the 3 line. And Anadolu Efes just did a good job of frustrating the The little guy shot Hall. He couldn't get his shot off too easy. And Efes just really did a good job, man, bottling him up all night. And we know that this kid is a very capable scorer when he gets it going. But like I said tonight, man, the guards of Efes just did a good job of making sure he was very uncomfortable. Even off of the screens, the bigs did a good job of hedging and making sure Shai Hall didn't have any easy threes. So, shout out to those guys, man. And yeah, Shai Hall almost had 50, but outside of his 50-point games, we've seen this guy kind of, not look, look a bit off sometimes, like frustrated whenever he's going against lengthy guys where he can't, that's making it hard for him to get off his shot. He's look a bit frustrated at times. And this is like his second game where he scored. Can you guys hear me? Do I still sound good outside of the mic? Let me know. Because it just said my headset unplugged. So I'm just trying to see when it says that is my audio messed up. So I'm just trying to see. Yes, I do think that is my audio messed up. I'm just trying to see. Yes, I do think that is my audio headset. Yeah, guys. So let me know if my audio sounds back good. Yeah, guys. So let me know if my audio sounds. Okay, cool. Yeah, the audio is back good. But I noticed once I touch this wire at times, if it say headset disconnected, then it starts to make me talk out of my controller. And that's what happened yesterday. That's why I didn't notice that you guys were getting so much background noise. But yeah, back to this game. Also, Danny Glover, the starting small forward, man. He's a young guy that needs some time to develop. I think he has a ton of potential. Being surrounded by so much talent on Partizan Nice, I'm not sure if we're going to get the most out of his development this year, but Daniel Glover definitely has a lot of upside to his game. A very good small forward, can shoot the three pretty well, can hit the mid-range shot well. He's crafty, and he's an active defender. As you can see, 2 blocks and a steal on the night. So even though he may not be having the best offensive games, you got to watch out for this guy on the defensive end. He is a user guy, young guy, like I said. And I think that a couple years of development, this kid is going to be a prospect to watch at the SBA level. But I do think he may need a couple years to maybe develop overseas, or maybe he tries his luck entering the draft at some point. But I don't think that this year will be a year for him to declare. I'm not sure if he's in that top 100, top 166 of all series. But, remains to be seen. Still a lot of season left. And Eric Soto, man, laid a true egg tonight. 6 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2-11 from the field, 2 of 8 from the 3-point line. And Eric Soto just went completely cold, man. The shooting guard out of Puerto Rico for Partizan Nice, just very, very cold in this one, man. I think Xanu Fenton had him frustrated. Xanu Fenton is a two-way guy and a high competitor. Eric Soto is a highly competitive guy as well, but Xanu Fenton really got the best of him in this one. And it is what it is, man. Shout out to Eric Soto, but Xanu Fenton got the best of him in this one. It happens to the best of us. But let me look over these stats, man. Let me chop it up about Franklin Banks, a generic backup point guard as well here for Partizan Nice. Franklin Banks, how old is this guy? This guy is 32 years old, so he is a older veteran here in the overseas series. But this guy, Franklin Banks, is a beast, man. He came off the bench and got right to it for Partizan Nice. Really, again, was another bright spot. And I think if they tried to stick with their main guys, Eric Soto and Shai Hall, but maybe if they gave Franklin Banks and Dennis Lowe a little more time, maybe, this would have been a better game. These guys were doing what was needed. These guys were shooting super efficient. I know you want to stick with your main guys, but this was a breakout game for Dennis Lowe and Franklin Banks. And I think if you're Partizan Nice, you want to capitalize off that as much as possible. And with these two guys having a game like this and only playing a combined 24 minutes, you got to manage that a little better if you're coach. I get it, like I said, wanting your top guys to get the bulk of the game minutes wise and possession wise, but Today they were off, and I think when you got two guys off the bench that are playing that well, I think you ride with them. I think you ride with the hot hand. But I'm not the coach of Partizan East, but it is what it is. Shout out to those guys. Those guys definitely earned themselves some more minutes, but hopefully the coach sees it that way. Let me get my guy Olin. These stats real quick. And yeah, PV, I agree, man. I'm gonna look through this foul before before All-Star break, and I'm gonna find some trades to see, like if it would make sense or would help and be mutually beneficial for any teams to trade. So if it'll be mutually beneficial for any teams to trade, or I see some guys who would have a bigger role elsewhere, and maybe they're being stopped right now by where they at, then I will make some of those trades, and I will post headlines about those trades. So that's a good idea, PV, and I definitely will look into that. Shout out to the community, man, who's been rocking with us. You guys been rocking with me all the way through the box scores as well. I'm gonna show the highlights after this for the winning team, and the Dulu FS1. So I'm going to start with their highlights. Zanu Fenton really, really looking good, man. Zanu Fenton really, really looking good. The kid just picks his spots well, I think. And then he's very aggressive. Sometimes he can be an aggressive to a fault, but I think just because his shot IQ is high enough, I think that even though when he takes wild shots, they balance out throughout the game. He takes a lot more good shots than he takes bad, if you ask me. And I'll definitely look through the users too as well, PV, but I don't want to tamper with the users too much. But I'm definitely going to look through the users too. I'll ask them, how they feeling about their team. And if I see a team that makes sense for them to go to, then I'll help them get over there. Also, if there's any users out there who wants to make a storyline in which they want, like a trade, or, want to demand a trade and give me some teams that they will be interested in, let me know. Let me know if you're interested in, maybe having a trade storyline for this overseas tour, and we can build on that. We can build a storyline for that. So, just want to get these highlights out for some of my main user guys, especially. And then we're going to close out. I'm going to get these pictures, and we're going to get into the last game of the day. Remember, because of the schedule changes, we only have 2 games today. So stay on point. And PV, I'm not taking anybody else's suggestions about trades. So don't even waste your time sending me trades. I'm not going to take anybody's suggestions on no trades. I'm going to look over the rosters myself, and I'm going to see if users want that. If they do or not, then I'll work with them on that. And I'm going to do things on a team-to-team basis. So I'm going to look over each team myself, in the file, and I'll figure that out. I'm not going to be doing that and opening that to the public, though. So you guys will know based off the headlines if that happens. But I'm not opening that to be debated to the public. So I'm just going to let you know that right now, so you don't waste your time, trying to send me trades and stuff, because that's literally not going to happen. But Owen Norris played tremendously good in this game. Just wasn't able to get the win, man. Not able to get the win. But I love the effort from Owen Norris in this one. Really played good, man. Really played good. Was trying to do it all for this Partizan East team. However, just couldn't get it done, man. And the Dulu Efes is a tough team. So you're never going to come into Instable thinking that you're just going to walk all over these guys. And they definitely showed that today. Let me show Joseph Ryan's highlights as well. Even though he's a generic guy, he played a very good game. And you never know when you're going to want to use some of this type of content. Also, you just never know when you're going to want to use this content. And then even when these guys get when these guys get drafted and stuff too, I can always go back and use this footage for, whatever purposes, highlights, while I'm talking about them during the draft and things of that nature. So, big shout out to those guys, man. Big shout out to those guys. Yeah, man. And the Dulu Efes has one of the biggest fan bases, best fan bases. You heard that crowd rocking today. And Shot Hall wasn't able to do too much, but still got a bit of highlights, you know, to his name. I'm gonna show Daniel Glover's as well. Picked up some good blocks, you know, made some tough baskets. And I think this kid named Glover has a ton of potential. Just has to develop into his game, man. That's all it is for him. The more he develops, the better he'll be. And Partizan Nice is a good place to start, man. He's there with a familiar face in Shot Hall. Both of those guys have been cool for a while in other communities. And I think they could put it together. I think they're going to build something special. If Shot Hall continues his play, then he probably can elect to go to the pros. But with him and Daniel Glover being close, I'm pretty sure they're going to work on something together. So, yeah, that's the highlights, guys. I'm going to get into these team stats really quick. You know, I leave that up there for you guys to see. But appreciate you for rocking with us, man. It's your boy, Kamish Moolah. Overseas tour has been lit. Thank you guys for stopping by, tuning in, and just sticking with us here in the SBA, man. The SBA has been turned up, and I appreciate you guys night in, night out for continuing to grow with us, man. Hashtag our league. Kamish Moolah is out. Don't forget to get your SC guys commenting in the live chat and after the video is posted. Appreciate you guys, and peace.